Hi, this is Jethro Jones, host of the Transformative Principal podcast and Transformative Leadership Summit. I'm excited to share some teasers with you from the summit coming to you July 31st. So get on over to transformativeleadershipsummit.com and sign up for this amazing educational leadership conference. While you are there, go ahead and get the all-access pass at the special early bird rate. Enjoy this teaser with Paul Erickson. I'm so excited for the Transformative Leadership Summit. I'm going to give you a couple little teasers before it starts, and here's one of them today. I hope you enjoy this, and please go to transformativeleadershipsummit.com to sign up for the rest of them.
One of the other things that I want to talk to you about is the value of building relationships, especially with at-risk kids. And I'd like you to talk about some of the things that you do to make sure that those kids are watched out for and that you have a special relationship with them.
Yeah, as a building principal, I have a lot of people, principals that are going to be effective at what they do. Their number one concern when they move into the principalship is, man, I'm really going to miss having a classroom. And I remember the same feeling. Well, quickly, whether you intentionally seek it out or not, you get your own classroom. There are kids that naturally gravitate towards you, that count on you. And there are certain kids that you're just going to have to be that person for them because you may be the only person in the building that gets him or her. You're it. You're it. Whether you want it or not, you're it. And so what I've tried to do is course work in a lot of positive incentives for kids where they can have an shared experience with me, whether that's, not running angry out of the classroom for 10 consecutive days. I had a young man who he didn't leave his classroom 10 consecutive days, not 10 consecutive days, 10 days overall, because 10 consecutive would be a real stretch for this young man. But 10 days not running out of his classroom angry, we'd go to a movie together. It took him probably 45 school days to get it, but we got it. And we had so much fun at that movie. I was with the kid for 3.5 hours on a Sunday. Saw a totally different kid. A kid that I took pride in taking him in public because I knew that he was going to follow through on everything that I expected of him today and have a great time doing it. So, I'm thinking about him, and we talked about this before the podcast started. I need to change that from incentive-based to unconditional. I need to work in some unconditional time frame because while it was good, he had something to work for, and that's important. I'm finding over my career that I need to work in some unconditional opportunities for kids to connect and enjoy experiences with me. And so he's on my mind as we close out the school year. What can I do unconditionally where we have some time together at and outside of school to strengthen our relationship? Because some kids, they can get by with just one high five a day. They can. This guy needs a lot more than that.
So that seems like something where some people would be like, I don't know, going outside in public with a kid and taking them to a movie, that seems like that's not appropriate. How do you respond to that?
I would respond to that to say, take the risk because it will be one of your more memorable moments of your career. I really don't, as I reflect on the year, I don't think about the state report that I completed flawlessly. Nobody else thinks about that either. But what I do think about is spending some time with a young man outside of school. It's very important that once in a while you pick up a kid from where he lives. Whole new perspective forms the minute you roll up to their house. The minute they hop in your car and, hey, I'm an elementary school principal. I'm rolling in a Nissan Altima 2008. It's nothing flashy. But to some of those kids, wow, I'm in your car. That's a big deal to them. So I would say that with it, even though you're nervous about it, within the first 10 minutes, you're going to think to yourself, wow, I got to do more of this. I do. It is good for your educator heart and soul to do that.